And welcome to another treatment of the Sunday School lesson. Today's lesson is entitled The Blessings of God's Presence, and it's for August the 11th, 2024. Now, the lessons that we are doing are taken from the Radiant Life Adult Sunday School series published by the Assemblies of God. You can order your copy of the Sunday School book by giving them a call at 855-642-2011. And I just want to mention that I am not a paid spokesperson for them, and I am not financially compensated in any way. I am, however, a licensed Assembly of God minister, and that Sunday School lesson is published by the Assemblies of God. Psalms 84, 1 and 2. For the choir director, a psalm of the descendants of Korah, to be accompanied by a stringed instrument. How lovely is your dwelling place, O Lord of heaven's armies! I long, yes, I faint with longing to enter the courts of the Lord. With my whole being, body and soul, I will shout joyfully to the living God. This Psalms was accompanied by stringed instruments in the temple. Playing instruments in the house of God is important now as it was then. The writer was longing for the house of God. The psalmist said, shout joyfully in the house of God. We should freely display our joy in the house of God. And if we want to shout, if we feel led to shout, go ahead and shout. Psalms 84 and 3. Even the sparrow finds a home, and the swallow builds her nest and raises her young at a place near your altar. O Lord of heaven's armies, my King and my God. There is a place for even the sparrow in the house of God. We need to understand that the house of God has a place for everyone. No matter how poor or how rich, no matter how illiterate or how educated, no matter the background, there is a place for us all in the house of God. Psalms 84, 4 and 5. What joy for those who can live in your house, always singing your praises. Interlude. What joy for those whose strength comes from the Lord, who have set their minds on a pilgrimage to Jerusalem. Music in the house of God is so important. It is one of the primary ways that we worship God. It is one of the primary ways we give the message of the gospel to a lost and dying world is with music. Now, friends, it's not the style of the music that matters. It is the message inside that music. We should encourage good music within the house of God. By good music, I don't mean only the music that I like. The style of music should be geared for the audience we are called to evangelize. Focus on the message and use the music style that draws your target audience. Psalm 84, 6 and 7. When they walk through the valley of the weeping, it will become a place of refreshing springs. The autumn rains will clothe it with blessings. They will continue to grow stronger, and each of them will appear before God in Jerusalem. We all face dangers and disappointments. The house of God is a place of renewal and encouragement. Find your help in the house of God. That spiritual encounter with the Lord God Almighty can see you through those difficult times. Psalm 84, 8 and 9. O Lord God of heaven's armies, hear my prayer. Listen, O God of Jacob. Interlude. O God, look with favor upon the King, our shield. Show favor to the one you have anointed. We're told to pray for the leaders of our country. The psalmist does not say he likes the king. The psalmist does not say he agrees with the king. The psalmist is praying for the king, period. Paul told Christians to pray for the leaders of their country. Paul was being persecuted by those very same leaders that he was requesting prayer for. We should pray for the leaders of our country regardless if we voted for them. Psalm 84, 10 through 12. A single day in the courts is better than 1,000 anywhere else. I would rather be a gatekeeper in the house of my God than live the good life in the homes of the wicked. For the Lord God is our sun and our shield. He gives us grace and glory. The Lord will withhold no good thing from those who do what is right. O Lord of heaven's armies, what joy for those who trust in you. Happiness depends on your relationship with God. The psalmist states he had rather be a gatekeeper in the house of God than live a rich life in the house of the wicked. Happiness is not tied to how much money we have. True joy is tied and linked to our relationship with God. Well, friends, I want to thank you for taking a few moments to join us for a quick look at the Sunday school lesson. If you want to get in touch with me, the easiest and best way is by emailing me, DonnieBryson@gmail.com, or you can call me on my cell phone, 423-355-3859. And let me suggest you check out my website, www.gospelmailbox.org. Well, friends, good Lord willing, I'll be back with you next weekend.